Yeah, that's right. I'm growing a beard again. I'm not gonna shave it right now. We're back in Donnie's America, so I gotta blend in again. Also, I need a break from the razor burn. Should probably finish this cigarette before I keep talking. YouTube can see it. I don't give a fuck about that. TikTok won't promote it. I don't know what it is about every time I hear a story that has to do with right-wing or left-wing infighting, but for some reason when those stories come to light, I want whoever's telling me to spill all of the tea. I am ready to hear it. Multipolarity is awesome. I am drunk enough to say it out loud right now. Fuck it. It's the same reason you like Fallout New Vegas more than Fallout 3. Whatever you're trying to convince me of, if you need like a good guy to be present in order for you to criticize what you're trying to point out as the bad guy, I don't think you're all the way there yet. All the way there being fully caught up with the discourse that is going on around you and understanding the gravity of the situation. Understanding that the enemy of your enemy is not always your friend, but it's still your enemy's enemy. Something about that realization and understanding that this is not some childish game of red versus blue. Coming to the understanding that you might have been wrong about a lot of shit that's been getting drilled into your brain over the years, but you still understand that there's a reason for this stubborn feeling in your chest that doesn't want to completely say that I was wrong about everything, just because you're coming to the understanding that one side of things has duped you. I fell out of the alt-right pipeline kind of around 2017, but then I took a 2-year break of not caring about politics, and when I started getting interested in it again and understanding the difference between all of these differing ideologies, having somebody swoop in and before they pull you further to the left, you see them arguing with other people on the left. You come to this realization, oh, those people that I was really annoyed with in the first place are people that a lot of people find annoying. And that's like an ongoing situation. That's like a conversation that people have been having, and algorithms have been trying to hide that from you. Sure, all of that is followed up by this grim realization that there's this silent battle that goes on that is way more vicious than anything you've been seeing within political discourse, and that is the silent feud between people that agree with each other on economic factors but disagree with each other on social and cultural grounds. There's a lot of people that cannot be fucking bothered with that conversation. They will in fact give a bunch of coverage to people they fundamentally oppose on every level, even if they are the slimiest type of person. They will react to that individual in front of their audience, not worried at all about what their audience is going to think of this person, because this person obviously sucks so goddamn much. But when somebody who seems to agree with them on a lot of other issues and then disagree with how they use their influence and try to treat their ideologies like a little club that they can gatekeep and treat people that seem to believe in the same things as them until certain issues like bad actors or quote unquote insert left or right wing ideology, they'll use air quotes as if air quotes magically make somebody no longer similar to you when it comes to the things that you believe. They'll make up some vicious anecdote about you and then they'll move along expecting their audience to just go with it, especially if a lot of the other people who they seem to hate on and react to are very shitty. So if that person's audience is loyal, then that audience is probably just gonna go with it. It's like this type of conflict that people want to keep on the down low until it comes to like H-1B visas, or whether or not we should ban pornography, or the legality of drugs, or whether or not having an open or closed border is or is not a profitable decision or not. What's better for the the economy, and whether or not they value these economic similarities more than their cultural and social differences than the people who have those economic similarities with them tend to be an opposing factor on. I forgot my train of thought. I'm gonna see how I can selectively edit that around. Because there's just some conversations that you cannot keep on the down low forever. At some point, you're going to have to put economic similarities aside and go like, okay, well, one side is clearly on the position of
theocracy bad,
and the other is clearly on the position of
my opinion is a fact because my quote-unquote God said so.
Now you might notice what I'm referencing is topics that have to do with right-wing infighting. There's other stuff that has to go on the left. It's less religious and more whether or not the legitimacy of weaponizing the state or dismantling it is a good idea, and one side seeing the concept of an unquestionable authority as bad regardless, and the other side thinking that that authority is not going to be unquestionable, that it's just going to be this necessary factor in the revolution, or their version of the ideal revolution. So why am I not mentioning certain types of leftist infighting discourses? Well, I don't want to get fucking eviscerated. I just think that it seems really entertaining when somebody comes in to that elephant in the room and goes, hey, there's an elephant in the room. That's really weird. Why is nobody talking about that? And then a bunch of other people just jump out from the shadows like, they're talking about the fucking elephant in the room. And no matter what the most popular people on this counter-revolutionary faction have to say about this kind of discourse that some people want to keep on the down low, there's always going to be this unspoken respect a lot of other people will have for the ones who point that out. But also, the ones who get mad about that are pretty based on other topics, and to get vilified by that clique on the internet, you're taking on a lot of shit that you don't necessarily want to sign up for. Nobody wants to sign up for that. And fuck that. You don't want to get on the bad side of people that are mostly right and kind of wrong, but really touchy about the things that you think they're kind of wrong about. You really want to think twice before setting off that landmine. But if you see somebody else going like, fuck it, and just sprinting through the minefield, something about that is like, I'm not signing up to do that, but that was pretty fucking cool. Bro, it's cold as fuck out here.